Episode 7, The Warehouse. The tactical team assembled in the darkness 3 blocks from the warehouse, their black vans parked in the shadows of a derelict industrial building. Alex stood beside Detective Inspector Sarah Okonkwo, watching officers check weapons and adjust body armor with practiced efficiency. The wire technician had already fitted her with a microphone so small she could barely feel it against her skin, but its presence felt like a brand. "You understand the protocol," Okonkwo said quietly, her dark eyes assessing Alex in the sodium lamplight. "You go in first, alone. Try to establish visual confirmation that Dr. Ashford is there and unharmed. Keep her talking. We need to identify her before we move. And if she hurts him while I'm stalling?" Alex's voice was steady despite the terror clawing at her throat. "She won't. Not if she wants to see you suffer." Okonkwo's bluntness was almost comforting in its honesty. "This is about making you watch, making you feel responsible. She'll want you close before she does anything permanent." Alex's phone buzzed. Another message, this one timed perfectly. 12:47 a.m., 13 minutes until you're late. Marcus is getting impatient. So am I. Attached was a new photo. Marcus's face, a fresh bruise blooming along his jaw, his gray eyes blazing with fury rather than fear. Someone had hit him. The rage that surged through Alex was so intense she actually swayed. "Steady." Natasha's hand gripped her elbow. She'd insisted on coming despite Okonkwo's objections, and Sophie had stayed back at Chambers with Richard, racing to trace the IP addresses and phone signals. "He's alive. He's fighting. That's what matters." Ms. Morrison. A young officer approached, his tactical vest making him look broader than he was. "We've confirmed the building layout. The warehouse has been converted to luxury flats, but number 47 is the penthouse. Single entrance through the main lobby, then a private lift. Secondary access via the fire escape on the east side, but it's alarmed." "She'll know the moment I enter the building," Alex said, almost certainly. Okonkwo checked her watch. "Which is why you're going to walk in the front door at exactly 1 a.m. as instructed. My team will be in position at all exits. The moment we have confirmation of Dr. Ashford's location and the subject's identity, we move." Alex's phone rang. Not a text this time, an actual call from an unknown number. She answered on speaker. "Hello, Alexandra?" The voice was no longer distorted. Female, young, educated, and achingly familiar. "I see you brought friends. How disappointing." Alex's blood turned to ice. "Emma?" Emma Wright's laugh was bitter and sharp. "Surprised? You shouldn't be. You've always been too blind to see what's right in front of you. Too focused on your precious career, your perfect life, your new boyfriend to notice anyone else." "Emma, what are you?" 18 months, Emma cut her off, her voice cracking. 18 months I watched you ignore him at every gathering, treat him like he didn't exist, while I was right there. I've known Marcus for 5 years, Alex. 5 years of friendship, of late-night conversations, of him confiding in me about everything. And then you waltzed back into his life after one fucking conference, and suddenly I didn't matter anymore." Natasha had gone white. Okonkwo was already signaling her team, mouthing coordinates into her radio. "Emma, listen to me," Alex said carefully. "Whatever you think happened." "I don't think, Alexandra. I know. I was there that night at the conference 18 months ago. I saw the way he looked at you, the way he's never looked at me. And I've spent every day since watching him pine for someone who didn't give a damn about him until it was convenient for your fucking love life." The pieces were falling into place with sickening clarity. Emma's increasing bitterness at group gatherings, her sharp comments about Alex's career, her divorce 6 months ago that nobody had seen coming, the way she'd been watching Marcus at the Painted Bridge the night he'd arrived with Daniel. "You leaked the case files," Alex said. "You framed Sarah. Sarah made it easy, so eager to please, so desperate for your approval. All I had to do was clone her keycard during drinks one night. She never even noticed it was missing for 2 hours." Emma's voice had gone cold, clinical. "And the malware on your laptop was child's play. I've been watching everything, Alexandra. Every email, every file, every intimate moment with Marcus in your flat. Did you enjoy your afternoon together? Because he certainly did. He told me all about it." Alex's stomach lurched. "You called him." "He called me, actually, while you were in the shower. Wanted advice about whether he was moving too fast with you." Emma's laugh was jagged. I told him to follow his heart. Isn't that what friends do? Okonkwo was moving now, her team spreading out toward the building. Alex saw officers disappearing into shadows, taking positions. Emma, please, Alex said, keeping her voice level. Marcus is your friend. You don't want to hurt him. Don't I? The question was soft, deadly. He chose you, Alex. After everything we've been through, all the times I was there for him, he chose you. So yes, I think I do want to hurt him. I want him to understand what it feels like to lose something precious, to watch it slip away and know you caused it. This isn't about Marcus, Alex said. It's about me. Let him go, and I'll come up alone. We can talk. Oh, we'll talk. But Marcus stays exactly where he is until I'm satisfied you understand what you've taken from me. A pause. You have 4 minutes. Come alone. If I see any police, I'll know, and Marcus will pay the price. The line went dead. Okonkwo grabbed Alex's arm. We can't let you go up there alone. She's unstable, potentially violent. She has Marcus. Alex pulled free, her voice harder than she'd ever heard it. And she's right. If she sees your team, she'll hurt him. I'm going. Alex, no. Natasha's face was streaked with tears. She's my colleague. I've known her for 7 years. Let me... She doesn't want you, Tash. She wants me. Alex pulled her best friend into a fierce hug. Tell Sophie to keep tracing. Tell Richard to handle Patricia. And if anything happens... Nothing's happening, Natasha said fiercely. You're going to get Marcus out and we're going to fix this. Alex nodded, not trusting her voice. She turned to Okonkwo. Give me 5 minutes, then come in. 3, Okonkwo countered, and we're monitoring everything through the wire. The moment it goes sideways, I know. Alex checked her watch. 12:57 a.m. I'm going. The walk to the warehouse entrance felt both endless and too quick. The building was sleek glass and steel, the kind of converted industrial space that screamed expensive minimalism. The lobby was empty, lit by recessed lighting that cast everything in cold blue tones. Alex found the private lift Emma had mentioned, its polished steel doors reflecting her pale face back at her. The lift required a key card. As Alex stood there, unsure, the doors slid open. An invitation. Or a trap. She stepped inside, the doors closed, the lift rose smoothly, silently, and Alex watched the floor numbers tick upward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the penthouse. The doors opened onto a small private foyer. Beyond it, a heavy door stood ajar, warm light spilling through the gap. Alex could hear music playing softly, something classical, incongruous with the violence of the situation. Come in, Alexandra, Emma's voice, no longer filtered through a phone. We've been waiting. Alex pushed the door open. The flat was stunning. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the Thames, modern furniture in shades of gray and white, abstract art on the walls. And in the center of the living room, Marcus was tied to a chair, duct tape across his mouth, his gray eyes meeting hers with a mixture of relief and warning. Emma stood behind him, one hand resting almost casually on his shoulder. She looked nothing like the woman Alex had known for years. Her hair was disheveled, her eyes red-rimmed and wild, her clothes rumpled. In her other hand, she held a kitchen knife, its blade catching the light. Emma, Alex said carefully, staying near the door. Let's talk about this. Talk. Emma's laugh was hollow. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Talking, arguing, winning. You've spent your whole life winning, Alex. The best grades, the best position, the best cases, and now the best man. I didn't know you had feelings for Marcus. Of course you didn't. You never looked at me long enough to notice. Emma's hand tightened on the knife. Do you know how many times I listened to him talk about you? How brilliant you were. How impressive. How untouchable. He'd see you at group gatherings and spend the whole night watching you, and I'd be right there, invisible. I'm sorry, Alex said, meaning it. I never wanted to hurt you. But you did. You took everything I wanted, and you didn't even notice you were doing it. Emma's voice broke. My marriage fell apart because I couldn't stop thinking about Marcus. I sabotaged my own career trying to destroy yours. And for what? He still chose you. Marcus made a muffled sound behind the tape, his eyes desperate. Alex could see the bruise on his jaw, the rope burns on his wrists where he'd been struggling. Emma, please, Alex said. Whatever you want from me, I'll give it to you. Just let Marcus go. What I want. Emma's smile was terrible. I want you to feel what I felt. I want you to watch someone you love suffer and know it's your fault. I want you to lose everything. She raised the knife. Alex lunged forward, but she was too far away. Time seemed to slow, crystallize. She saw Emma's hand move, saw Marcus try to twist away from the blade, saw the light glinting off steel, and then the windows exploded inward. Tactical officers came through on ropes, glass shattering, voices shouting commands. Emma spun toward them, startled, and Marcus threw his weight sideways, toppling the chair. Alex was running, diving for Emma's knife hand, grabbing her wrist as they both went down. They hit the floor hard. The knife skittered away. Emma was screaming, fighting, and Alex held on with desperate strength until officers pulled them apart. Someone was cutting Marcus free, pulling the tape from his mouth. Okonkwo was reading Emma her rights, and then Marcus's arms were around her, and they were both shaking, and Alex couldn't tell if she was laughing or crying or both. "I'm okay," Marcus said hoarsely, his surgeon's hands cupping her face. "Alex, I'm okay. I'm sorry," Alex choked out. "God, Marcus, I'm so sorry. Not your fault." He pulled her closer, his heartbeat steady against hers. "Not your fault." Okonkwo approached, her expression grim. "Ms. Wright is in custody. We'll need statements from both of you." "Later," Marcus said, not releasing Alex. "Give us a minute." Okonkwo nodded and withdrew. Around them, officers were processing the scene, photographing evidence, securing the premises. Through the shattered windows, Alex could see the Thames glittering in the darkness, London spread out below like a promise. Her phone buzzed. A text from Sophie. Got the IP trace. All emails came from Emma's home computer. Richard's drafting documentation now. Patricia Ashworth will have everything by 8 a.m. Another text from Richard. Well done. Take the day tomorrow. Both of you. And finally, Natasha. Thank God. I love you. Come home when you're ready. Alex looked up at Marcus, at his gray eyes and bruised jaw, and the fierce protectiveness in his expression. "I thought I was going to lose you. Not a chance." He kissed her forehead, gentle despite everything. "I told you, we're in this together. I'm not very good at together. Lucky for you, I'm an excellent teacher." His smile was tired but real, and we've got time to figure it out. Time. 3 hours ago, Alex had been certain she was running out of it. Now, with Marcus's arms around her and Emma in custody and her career no longer hanging by a thread, time felt like something she could actually have, something she could spend on things other than work and fear and walls. Okonkwo returned. "We need to get you both to hospital. Dr. Ashford, you need that jaw checked. And Ms. Morrison, you're going to need to file a formal complaint about the stalking and harassment." "Tomorrow," Alex said. "Tonight, I just want to go home." Marcus squeezed her hand. "My place or yours?" "Yours. Mine's still a crime scene." She managed a weak laugh. "And I'm never looking at my laptop the same way again." They rode down in the lift together, Marcus's arm around her waist, her head on his shoulder. In the lobby, Natasha was waiting, and she pulled Alex into a hug so tight it hurt. "Don't ever scare me like that again," Natasha said fiercely. "I'll try." Alex pulled back, looking at her best friend. "Emma? I know. Sophie told me everything." Natasha's expression was devastated. "I can't believe I didn't see it. All those months, and I never." "None of us did," Alex said. "She hid it well." Outside, dawn was beginning to break over London, painting the sky in shades of gray and pink. Monday morning. 24 hours ago, Alex had been preparing for Richard's emergency meeting, terrified of losing everything. Now Emma was in custody, the leak was solved, and Marcus was safe. But as they climbed into Natasha's car for the ride to Marcus's flat, Alex's phone buzzed one final time. An email from Patricia Ashworth, time-stamped 1:47 a.m. "Ms. Morrison, I've received the documentation from Mr. Morrison regarding the security breach at your chambers. While I appreciate the resolution, I must inform you that my client has decided to file a civil suit against Morrison and Blackwood for negligence in handling privileged information. Expect formal notice within 48 hours. Alex closed her eyes. The case might be saved. Emma might be caught. But the war wasn't over. It was just beginning. Marcus took her hand. "Whatever it is, we'll handle it." And despite everything, despite the exhaustion and fear and the looming civil suit, Alex found herself believing him. Because for the first time in 3 years, she wasn't alone. She had Marcus and Natasha and Sophie and even Richard in his complicated way. She had people who would fight for her, who wouldn't let her face the darkness by herself. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't safe. But it was real. And maybe Alex thought as they drove through the awakening city, that was enough, for now.
Thanks for watching our stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic adventures. Thanks for watching our stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic adventures.